Alrighty, I'm live. We'll try this again. The bandwidth sucks. I don't know what's going on. That last video was 10 minutes long, um, and only 5 minutes of it showed up, so it came out all wrong. Um, so I'll try again. Books are out. People are getting them. Awesome. They look great on a shelf. Hey, Christine. They look great on a shelf. Nobody's reading them. Um, that's cool. It's all good. But it kind of leads to the question today. Um, I'm going to try again, Colleen. I don't know. The buffer last time killed me, so we'll try again. Um, Anyhow, the question was raised to me yesterday by one of the book buyers. Will this, is there information in here about pest control? And I people have to understand, going by pest control is what's causing our problems. Going by the chemicals is what's causing our problems. If you walk through your yard and you've got bugs, there's a problem. It's in the yard, it's in the soil. If you walk through your garden and there's a bunch of bugs attacking plants, it's because those plants are sick. That's Mother Nature's way. So to say, oh my God, I've got to run out, I've got to get some pest control and deal with this issue, please don't. That's the problem. That's what's causing all of this. Is everybody looking for a single patch to do one little thing in the garden or another little thing in the yard or this or that or the other? Everything is associated with everything else. Hey, Sarah Elizabeth, thanks for stopping by. Everything is associated with everything else. It's called the food web. You're going to hear it by a bunch of different names, and I've written it by those names in the book, but it's everything relies on everything else. Everything eats everything else. One thing follows another thing, which feeds another thing, which feeds another thing, all the way up the food chain until it gets to us. Mother Nature's way of culling the sick and the weak plants is by bringing in bugs. Yes, there are certain bugs you can use to get rid of other bugs. Ladybugs are great and beneficial. Praying mantises are great and beneficial. But let's get to the heart of the issue. We have sick plants because we've chemicalized everything and believed this NPK stuff brought on by the chemical companies. We have a soil health problem across the planet. That's what my book's about. It's not about pest control, but it is about pest control, because if your soil's healthy, your plants have a natural defense built into them that will drive off those bugs looking for unhealthy plants. That's Mother Nature's way. Mother Nature will get rid of all sick plants so that we don't consume it by bringing in her pests and her pest control to deal with sick plants. Don't eat those plants. Mother Nature is trying to deal with it because there's a problem. As we improve soil conditions and get away from the chemicals, the bugs go away. It's an incredible thing to watch, but it works. I mean, if you've got ticks and fleas and this, that, and the other, I mean, yeah, there's things in the book. I love my garlic because it drives away the ticks and the fleas. But ultimately, there's something attracting the fleas go away. Well, it's the same way in our gardens, in our marigolds, in our flower beds, in our trees, in our bushes, in our shrubs, in all of the different types of lawns, which we have to address one issue at a time. If we start at the base of the food web and start with our soils, we can bring everything else up naturally. Everything that follows the soil is going to follow the food web, is going to get healthier and healthier. Moles, this, that, the other, they go away. As things get healthy, the bugs go away. The natural creatures that come in to deal with the sick and the weak go away. So, hey, Aunt Melinda, thank you for stopping in. So, What I'm saying is get the book, enjoy the book. Yes, it looks, hey, Texas Life, Julie, get the book. It looks great on the shelf, but please do something just a little bit more than most of these others and crack the book open. There's some really neat stuff inside. You know, um, you can have all the books in the world. You can have access to the Library of Congress. If you don't read any of it and understand what's been going on, you can't effectively make changes. So crack a book, Bobby. You don't need coffee to read the book just because it says so in the first line. Crack the book, catch up on some information. It's incredible stuff. And it all leads from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing. Everybody's so concerned about their little one issue. And don't misunderstand. I'm not saying all issues aren't important. They are. But if you get the understanding that every part of the food web effectively affects every other part of the food web, you start to understand that if you start with a clean slate, it sticks up better and it goes on the wall better and everything fits together better. And when you start with something that's all messed up and you would try to put adhesives to it and the adhesives fall off because there's so much dust and grime, and that's what we're talking about here. If you start in the basics, which is the explanation I do give in the book, and I'll do it again here. It's topsoil, soil, dirt, then clay. We used to have topsoil, clay. All of these other conditions are a matter of the topsoil dying. It's the easiest way I can put it to you. Everything that was there that made it topsoil is gone. We farmed it off and then we layered in chemicals so that we can't fix it. So even though we're putting stuff in the ground and trying to manipulate and trying to this and trying to that, it's not working. That's why when it rains, all the rivers turn brown. It's soil depletion and soil runoff that never used to happen. Creeks and rivers used to run pristine, clean. Chemicals and things in the air that man is putting there deliberately or by mistake or what have you are causing this problem. The information in my book is a way I found, in my opinion, that fixes and corrects these issues and helps Mother Nature effectively make the changes without you going out breaking a sweat to do this. It is that simple. It's not about backbreaking work. It's about understanding how the food web works and how, and you see a bunch of bugs attacking a plant and not attacking another plant, as painful as it would be, remove the sick plant because it's not helping anything. Unless you know how to make it healthy, all of a sudden, your best bet, because you don't want to eat from that plant. There's obviously something wrong. Now think this through with me. If there's something wrong with that plant and the bugs are attacking because Mother Nature's way of culling the sick and the diseased out of your garden is to bring in those bugs, then there's something wrong with the soil that the plant got sick. I mean, let's, and I'm trying not to point at anybody. Please don't misunderstand, but we're eating all of those sick foods in our grocery stores, and we have health issues and cancer issues and obesity issues and all of these things happening across our country, and we're eating sick food. We're eating chemically engineered food. We're eating GMO food. There's a better way. And if we just understand fixing the soil, and approaching it from the bottom up, let's say, is going to make all the difference in the world to everybody. It truly is. Hey, Libstar, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for stopping in. But that's what my book is about. Um, what triggered this is a gentleman bought the book for me yesterday, and before he even cracked the book, is this going to fix my bug problem? Because I've got this issue with this particular. Wow, dude, it's like, and I don't want to look at him and say, dude, look, it doesn't say. Sorry, I should have had it closer. It doesn't say pest control anywhere on the cover. It really doesn't. It's not a pest control book. It's an understanding book. Not all, not all seeds, Libstar, not all seeds. But you're right. They're trying to push it that way for a reason. They ultimately have an agenda that we can change. We can effectively change. Don't walk into a grocery store and buy a tomato and take that thing home and try and grow those seeds and think you're going to be getting healthy food because it was grown GMO. Most of those seeds won't even germinate and pollinate into the second season. They're deliberately engineered that way. And I'm not I'm not yelling. I'm not mad. It's just this is my understanding of this, and it's really really bad. And it's but look, everybody loves a bitch session. Everybody loves the drama, and I'm gonna stop that because it's 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 time. One of us, one of us YouTubers, one of us people that know, one of us people that care, each and every one of you that understand this, we get a platform and we get a way of saying, hey, look, there is a way to fix this. No, I'm not saying as you're talking to these people, you say, look, you're an idiot and this is what you need to know, because instantly, make a Democrat out of them. Don't do that. Don't do that. We got enough of those issues. In this, that I'm not trying to go there. Please, correct me. Yeah, I'm not trying to go there. We have to go back to the basics. We have to go back and look at the food web, and we have to go back and look at who's sitting at the top of the heap in the food chain and where is the bottom of the food chain. Now, how can we effectively make any difference anywhere throughout any of that? And thank you all so much for the thumbs up. How can we make any changes through any of that, throughout the chain to get to us? If we don't clean that slate on the bottom, hey, there's the next victim. If we don't effectively make a change at the bottom and work our way up, and that's what this book is about, is helping everybody understand this is the bottom of the chain, everybody. These are the soils. These are the conditions. This is what we have allowed to happen. This is what we've been doing by using chemical pesticides and chemical herbicides and chemical this and chemical that. And we need to help the soil and fix the bottom of the food chain and start forcing our grocery stores to bring in local non-GMO grown foods for us to purchase and work our way up the food chain, or none of us are going to be healthy. The situation is going to get worse. And understand, everybody, this is a global problem. This isn't just right here, right now, you, me, in your garden. This is a global condition. So it's my hope, with all your help, with that stupid little book. Again, too far away. I'm not thinking this through. with this silly little book that we can effectively get people to start understanding the food web that affects the food chain. And this fixes the bottom of the food chain. And I don't care where you are in the world. Once you understand this and utilize the resources that I've provided, and they are all here, I have held nothing back. There is no second book to do more. Everything here will effectively change everything. The second book I've talked about is something completely different. Completely different. Different. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I got you, Libstar. Thank you so much for stopping in. The information's here. I'm not an author that is trying to write books so that you buy this book to buy this book to buy this book to buy that book to buy this book to buy this product to do everything. Everything is right here, one book, one time. Do I know of other things that I think potentially gardeners and each and every one of you might benefit from? Absolutely, I do. That's a completely different book about a completely different subject. But I've not written a book here to say, buy this book so you can buy my next book. If you buy this book, you're telling me you want me to write the next book about gardens only. This is something completely different. We are trying to get everybody from the millennials and their children all the way up to this understanding that the food web starts in the soil. And if we can increase the amount of soil and topsoil down to the clay bed and then start reclaiming the clay bed and get it down to more and more and more soil, and that's how it works. Honestly, people, that is how it works. Everything gets healthier. The problems solve themselves. So, as depressed as I am with the numbers that I saw this morning, and I should have never looked, it has destroyed my entire day. This is what we need everybody to see. Get the word out. Do whatever you have to do. Follow me on Facebook to get the link. Grab the link from wherever. I'll put the link below. Uh, uh, if you want to help make a change, understanding the food web that at the beginning can be fixed and work its way up to us and get us all healthier. Here's one way we can do it. Seriously, here's one way we can do it. Here's Friday. Get the word out. Beat your sister over the head with a book. Well, that won't beat any sense into her, so probably don't do that. But the it's just the understanding this is not a college level book. This is just a basic understanding explaining the conditions of soil health, soil management, and understanding that this could effectively change the world and solve other problems along the way. I can't insinuate how many different directions this can go because I wrote that in the first book and it was 500 sleeper pages. Literally, it put me to sleep. I had to throw it away and start over. That was the original draft of this. The information is entirely here. 100%. I've held nothing back and I'm not asking you to buy any other products. I'm not asking you to buy any other. All the information you need is here. All of the links to where to get everything is here. This is not a sales gimmick to a sales gimmick to a whatever. Here it is. So to go back, once a week, I plan on doing these. I'm having halfway decent hair day today. I'm depressed as hell. The numbers look terrible. I'm not going to get the word out. That's all I can say. This week's topic, this week's issue was bugs in my yard and bugs in my garden. If the soil's healthy, the plants will be healthy. Their natural defenses will come up. You will not have bugs in your yard and your garden. That's the bottom line. There are other things you can do. Spell casting come in. There are other things in the book that we can use to make a difference with some of the pests. But it's not a pest control book, everybody. It really isn't. So if we get the soils healthy, bye bye bugs, bye bye problems, and we make a tremendous change for everybody involved. So thank each and every one of you for stopping in. Thank you for the 9 thumbs up. You all have a great day. I'll look for you sometime next week, and I'll see each and every one of you wherever you may be hiding throughout the weekend. Thank you so much for stopping in.